All right. Oh my God. All right. How's it going, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's having a good Wednesday and all that kind of thing. But yeah, how are you guys? So yeah, doing vlogs. First vlog of 2020. I didn't even get to do like the farewell of 2019 and any of that shit. Been like just running around, blah 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 blah, fucking blah. But yeah. So welcome. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I am Jay from KVTV, or Clown, as most people know me by this point. As I was talking about on the Wolf Bite yesterday, and the ridiculousness that it was to just, I'm trying to like kind of like I'm still Clown, but I'm still trying to like just, I don't know, like I want to go by my real name kind of thing. I don't know. I respond to Clown very well, but I like Jay. I like my name. All right, so yeah, we're here. We're gonna be doing a best 2019. Honestly, as much as like I love doing like the advocacy segment as my last bit and all that kind of thing, it's been a very heavy beginning to the year, and I really was actually gonna do a pre-recorded version of the best 2019, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it live, and that's why this episode is called Best of 2019. Yeah, I'm lazy. Because this is like the quick, easy, lazy way to do it. And even better is you get it unedited, and if I fuck up, I fuck up. It's very simple like that. All right, so I'm going to jump into some what I've been vaping, and then we will do beer, and then we'll jump into like the main topic-ish kind of thing. So yeah, let's do this. All right, so what I've been vaping. Dude, seriously, I'm kind of like hitting this point of regret on why the hell didn't I get one of these sooner? Even like the single battery one, just to give it a try or something. But yeah, I got me a topside dual with the Typhon BTD on top. Let's see, it's not focusing very well. Either way, in that I have Ben from Rescued E-Liquids. If you guys haven't checked out Rescued E-Liquids, they are an amazing company and an amazing sponsor for both the Ohmies and the Wolf Bite show. All right, next, this guy's all leaky over here, but we got the Haku Phenom with a nice Never Normal cap, and on top of the Armageddon Squunk. I don't know, I'm really liking this mod. Like, seriously, if you guys don't know or haven't checked it out yet, go over to Armageddon's website and just see what they browse around, what they still have left, because they've been doing like this whole liquidation thing for the website this whole time, and they are getting rid of all of the other stuff, and like the website's supposed to go away and some shit. So take advantage, honestly. These suckers are like $20 or something like that, and for $20, it's really, like, honestly, even what they charge for it, it's not a bad squonker, but shit, for $20, why the fuck not? In that, I got some of that Carango from Transistor. There it is, Carango from Transistor, just like a little bit left in there. But yeah, that's as far as the Transistor line goes, this is like the all-time kind of thing. And then lastly, I'm going to go with this guy, mostly because I like showing it off, because I'm proud of having one. But yeah, the Monarch Treebeard, formerly owned by Mr. Dan Ohm.My.Lanta and Thick Nick, Mr. Nick Garrity. Go check out his channel, seriously. Go over there, look up Thick Nick, subscribe, because we're getting them to 1,000 this year. We're going to get them to 1,000. I know my numbers are nowhere near that, but even then, we're getting him to 1,000 because we need to do that for Thick Nick. Brother has done a lot for this community. He has done a lot for me personally, and I can never begin to thank the guy. Seriously, like, it's one of those things of I don't even know how to thank the guy. He's a very giving man. He does not give a shit, honestly. As long as you're on his good side, he's a very good giving man. You get on his bad side, then you get the fury of Thick Nick, and that's just the end of it. Yeah. But see, so yeah, that was what I've been vaping. Well, actually, I don't know, I'm gonna throw in this guy in there. I got the Grim Kit pod system. If you know anything about me, I am not a big pod user. I just don't care for pod systems. They're not my thing, but I do every once in a while dabble, and I find things that I like and this and that. In that, I got shameless plug from my own personal line, Mint Me. I do a MTL version, all no Nick salts. I don't care for Nick salts. I still am on the strong belief that Nick salts are being misused in the way that they're being used in products and yada yada yada. You guys go back through my videos and stuff. You can get that full rant. But I just think Nick salts are being misused. They shouldn't be using them at that high of a nicotine level if it absorbs more quicker and efficiently than base nicotine. All right. So let's jump into some beer here, because yeah, and I don't even have a bumper for the last part, so I don't even know what I'm gonna do for that. But yeah, beer. All right, so this one I have tried before. I had bought these just because somebody at work told me you need to try this one beer, and I was like, you know what, okay. And I ended up saving one can because I ended up getting a 4-pack, and I saved one can just for a vlog episode. So we have from Left Hand Brewing Company, Wake Up Dead Nitro. Look at that, very nice can right there. And this is a Russian Imperial Stout, super smooth with notes of cocoa and dried fruit. Good to go from the can, like a pro in a glass. It is 10.2% alcohol by volume, 45 bitter units. And then ingredients says Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, flaked oats, hops, and yeast, which those are your base for a good beer. You know anything about beer and German beers, that's actually how they make them. They have this weird rule about 4 ingredients, and you don't need anything more than that. And I know, like, they do add a little bit more to it, but in a true German style beer, there's only 4 base ingredients, and then that's how you get your triples and all that kind of shit. All right, and your Belgians. All right, so let's open this sucker up. This is like the fun part about the nitro stuff. It has a little ball in there that like pops open once you get it going. All right. So here goes the pull. This thing is sweating everywhere. I hope I don't ruin my keyboard. Yeah. A while back we were talking about beer and how we like it like motor oil. This sucker is like motor oil with a nice frothy head there. If you can see that bottom right there, that is just darkness. That is just full on motor oil. All right. Awesome. Oh my God. And like you do get like that cocoa smell. It's got like this nice like chocolatey feel to it. And like I said, I've tried this before. I'm just kind of giving you like my whole thing. And I have an idea of what I will pair with it based on what I have in front of me and off to the side over here. Because if you guys have hung out with me in like Zoom rooms and things like that, you know how ridiculous I really am when it comes to vaping. Like I only show you a very small portion just because as much as I love Jared, I'm not going to sit here and show you every stupid thing I'm vaping on. Because Jared will go through the whole list if he feels like it. I personally... we could spend half the show based on what I am vaping at the moment. Alrighty, so let's get into this guy. Oh man, yeah, it's just full on cocoa. It's really, oh man, that Imperial Russian feel to it. Yeah, it's there. It is there. Alrighty, so. I'll say I burned my tongue a couple days ago, so I feel like I'm not getting like the full feel of it and the full taste of it. So it's one of those things. Oh man, it's nice and bitter. If you're into a bitter beer, this isn't gonna be for you. Personally, I'm liking it. It's got like a little bit of like that IPA feel to it, but that's where that Russian Imperialness comes in, because those tend to be a lot harder, a lot harsher. No, I have not. I'm gonna have to look it up because I think we do get New Belgium down here. I'm gonna say like one of the sadder things about beer is that it's all regional, and it's all based on current like regional laws. Like there's a lot of stuff from up north that we do not get down here. New Belgium is one of the ones we do get down here, but even then it just depends on who's carrying what and where. For the most part, we tend to just have a lot of Texas beer. Like Texas beer is so easy to get a hold of, but everything else, it's more sporadic. And there's like a lot of like I've said this before, but Cannibal Corpse came out with a beer like 3 years ago, and I seriously wanted some, but the company that makes it, they aren't allowed in Texas, so I will never be able to try it unless I'm up north somewhere. So it's one of those weird things. All right, so let's see. We're gonna go with the Carango first and give that a try. See how this goes. Oh yeah, that brought out more of the sweetness, that cocoa taste. It's more like a dark chocolate. The bitterness is still there, but it's not as harsh. So it's a pretty legit one. Pretty legit. All right. What I have in here is an e-liquid from a company that no longer exists, nor do I care to really promote them because of personal reasons. But yeah, let's go with this. Let's see. Oh wow, yeah, that really increased and hyped up that sweetness to the beer. Yeah, that actually became really, really sweet. Wow. Very surprised. Oh man, I was gonna do shout outs after this, but you know what? Screw it, let's do it. Chris Evenstorm, how you doing, buddy? Josh Rhodes, Band Builds, how are you? Bubby Blindy, how is New Zealand doing, man? Seriously, I really have not kept up with news. Like, are you guys still in the clear with vaping, or are they getting all stupid over there too? See, Rescued, how are you? Mark Cloth, thank you for joining me, buddy. How you been? And that was like a burp sneeze that was about to happen right there, but I ended up only burping. All right, so again, another juice, same company. Don't care to promote them, but I'm gonna do it with this one. See how this goes. Let's see. It actually had like more of an opposite effect. It made the sweetness tone down a bit, but to a very comfortable level. That's pretty good. I don't know. That was very interesting. Don't know how to feel about that. Let's see. Josh Rhodes says heading home with the dog. She had her checkup for the year. Nice. Always good to take care of your pups. Oh, yeah. Mark, take all the rest you can, brother. You dig the hat? Yeah, this is a transistor hat. We got these at NVE. That was a fun time. It was great because we had PoonSauce. Basically, we're like, PoonSauce was my fucking hat, because he was the keeper of the transistor merch and transistor juices. Because if you guys don't know, he sort of works for Transistor. Like, he has a weird connection with Transistor, and that's why he pimps them out so hard. And that's why for the longest time, that's all he vaped, is because he has a hookup. He knows the Transistor people. Alrighty, so then lastly, I think I'm going to go with this guy. It's the Vert with the OG recoil. And in that, I have some Deep Cuts Dragon Shake. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Oh wow, that just amplified everything. Like, it was sweet at first, and then like that bitterness just hits you in the back of the tongue. Wow. Exactly, Mark. Very, very true. I could see your whole point there. Oh man, dude. Yeah. I know I'm gonna have like back issues and all sorts of problems and stuff, so not looking forward to any of that. Oh my god. Like, it already has begun. Like, I don't even, yeah, I don't know. Let's try pod system, see how this goes. And here I have that mint me. I just feel like it'll hit with this pretty good. Okay, yeah. It was okay. It wasn't like the greatest. The lingering taste is pretty good. It's not too terrible. But I don't know. Don't recommend it. I'm sorry. It's my own juice, and I'm like, don't fucking recommend it. Alright, what the hell's going on here? Alrighty. Alright, so, I don't even have a bumper ready for this. Shit. I should have done something with this. Here. I'm gonna just do this real quick. Bam! There you go. Alright, so main topic. So yeah, I was gonna do a best of 2019. Honestly, there was a lot of stuff that and I'm going more on the idea of what I got to try in 2019, because there are some things that I never got to try in any other years and all that kind of thing. And in this year I was a little bit more able to get a couple of things or pick up something that has been around for a minute, and I was a little bit late to the game and I got to try it. So I'm kind of like bouncing all over the place. Some stuff was from 2019, some stuff was shit I got to try in 2019. As far as like mech goes, there have been like a lot of fucking mechs, and it's been amazing. I've gotten to try so many different things. The grip comes to mind. That actually has become one of my all-time favorites. Didn't leave my rotation for quite a while, and the only reason it's even out of rotation right now is because I gotta review shit, or else it still probably would be in rotation. I have to like limit myself on how much crap I'm actually like vaping all at once, because if not, it gets really ridiculous, and then there is no room on my desk. So it's one of those weird things, like we were talking about yesterday on the Wolf Bite. Constant contact, it's like a concept that has been around for a while, because I mean, shit, Bestia came out with like the original one like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, something like that. But it's progressed. It's gotten more consumer friendly on pricing and things like that. But I do like that there's a lot more what's it called, constant contact stuff coming out. Like the Vert, this one came out last year, and it's a really nice mod. You like the feel of it, the grip of it, how you hold it and all that. It's really, really nice. It's very clean, all that kind of thing. And it hits really hard, and that's like the thing with constant contact. It seems to like help with the voltage drop quite a bit, and that's a concept I feel like maybe we could keep working on and improving on, but it's really there at the same time. Let's see. Chris Storm says he vapes like 5 to 6 setups at a time. Nothing to do to what you do. Yeah, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. And then like Mark is, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. You work physical jobs, you end up fucking destroying himself. You end up destroying yourself. And like me, I've had nothing but physical jobs, and I am starting to feel it. I feel old, and I tell people I'm old, but honestly, I'm like 33 years old. I'm still fucking young, but I've been working since I was 7, so I've destroyed my body quite heavily. But yeah. Oh yeah, Mark, dude, the Vert is a killer mod. I've tried all 3 Bestias, and they are pretty good. They have like their own individual flaws, and I will be doing a review for the most current one, this guy right here, tomorrow, or like this coming week. Hopefully I can get the video done and all that kind of thing, or within the following weeks, and it will come out and you get to see what my actual initial thoughts on it are. Personally, I'm impressed on the improvements from the previous iteration to this one. They fixed a couple of things, they changed a bunch of things, and even from the original one to the second one, very, very different. The Asgard, as far as RDAs go, was a good one. I haven't tried an RDA for vaping, so I can't talk for that guy. As far as like the more high-endy kind of crap goes, this guy has impressed me the most. I like the Skyfall, I like the Vena, I like the Phenom, but this guy right here was the one that really, really got me. Like I'm in love with that. The design of it, the way it looks, all that kind of thing is just amazing. What work they did with it, and it's one of those things. Like I've said before, if you can't afford high-end, do what I do. If you watch my videos, you know what I'm doing. But if you have the available funds, support the makers, because in the end, that's how they come out with new products and more innovation and this and that. Is being able to support the makers. We'll say if it's like a more consumer end product, just buy the authentic. I know, like, a $30 atomizer is a $30 atomizer. You don't have to spend $15 on the same thing that you get for $30. That just seems silly. The other stuff, it's more, I personally can't justify like $120 for an atomizer. I really can't. And it's just one of those simple things for me. If you can, then that's you. That's you. Really? I'd be interested to see how that comes out. Like, I actually wanted to try the Bogan mech mod. What was that thing called again? I don't remember what the fuck it was called. But to this day, the only Bogan product I've tried, and honestly, I will say it's one of the tanks that has impressed me, was the Blotto. I still haven't done the review for that, but the Blotto and the Kelpie are two different RTAs that have impressed me. And at that point, it goes from single to dual coil. Because I tried the Rebirth RTA, and if you guys saw that video, my thoughts on it were meh. Honestly, that's all I could really say about that. I really wasn't impressed. I think it was maybe overhyped for me. I'm not sure, honestly, what it was about that, but like, I was just very like, okay, sure, it's a thing. It's another atomizer, and it's something I was talking about yesterday. We just have hit a point of it's just another product. It's just another thing out there in the market, and especially like if you're going from like, if you're making a dual, a single, a dual, a single coil, dual coil RDA, and then you go into like tank realm, try to do something different. Don't just take your original design and just rewrap the packaging. To me, that just seems lazy. It seems just, what the fuck? Honestly, do a little bit more, especially if you're like a creator. Be creative. That's like the point, isn't it? Be creative. Like, honestly, it's one of those things of like, we haven't moved along, we haven't moved forward, and we need to. It's one of those things. Let's see. Chris Evan Storm says it's the Bonza mech. Yeah, it was the Bonza mech. I feel like a jackass for not remembering that. I can't even remember the damn name of the fucking RDA, and I haven't tried that one either. I really didn't try it. I really didn't have an interest for the original Bonza. The 1.5, I kind of wanted to give it a shot at that point, but even then I was just like, meh, okay. If I ended up getting one, I ended up getting one. If not, it's okay. I like Bogan. He's a cool guy, but I just didn't have like interest in those. The Blotto was actually something that really caught my eye. And I'm not an RTA guy. If you know me at any level, I don't care for RTAs. Tanks are not my friends. I hate wicking tanks. I'm terrible at wicking tanks. So if a tank actually gets my attention and I'm like, I'm going to get a tank, for me, it's a big something, What up, 808 Kevin? How you doing, buddy? Aloha. So it's just one of those weird things. We'll say, in this year, as far as like mods go, I've gotten very squonk lately. Squonk and DNA. I never really thought I would own DNA board products ever in my life, because I remember the first time I ever heard of a DNA board, I was like, fuck that shit, man, because those mods were costing like $300, $350, and I'm like, I'm never gonna own a DNA product. They can go fuck themselves if they want me to pay that for that. And so far, I've owned several products that have DNA boards, because I've had the Paranormal, which was an okay mod. It wasn't for me. I don't know. I just like didn't care for it. And then I've had this fellow right here, which I'm glad Mark is in the crowd. But yeah, this guy right here, this has been my everything. Like, this is my build station. This is something I vape on. Every video, if you ever watch any of my videos, the Warlock's Guardian is in every fucking video since I've gotten this thing. I build on it. It's accurate, like the accuracy of the DNA board. I love how you can just mess with the settings, get it to where you actually need it, and get it to where you could actually build on it safely, which is like an amazing thing. And then I have technically this isn't mine, it's my wife's, but I do have this little fellow right here. This is the Warlock's Ember. If you guys ever want to check that out, you need to check it out. Like, especially for like the single coil addies, this is like an amazing mod because it's a DNA 75C. And you don't really need a whole lot for like single coil atomizer, especially like most of the mine I rock like at a 0.3 up. There's a couple I do rock a little bit lower, like this guy, just because it has so much room in there. You could stick a giant ass coil in there, but like this, you just need like some at a 0.3 and you get pretty good cloud production, you get pretty good flavor, and you get a lot of heat. Honestly, check this out. It's at 45 watts currently. Seriously, that's just amazing. Let's see. I need to tweak this a little bit. I feel like it's a little too low. No, I keep hitting the wrong button. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, go check out the Gathering Vapor Lounge over on Facebook. Yeah, there you go. Over on Facebook. And talk to Mark. Mark is an awesome dude. He is very he's very approachable, honestly. Like, the dude he's a mean son of a bitch like myself, but at the same time very extremely approachable, and just chat it up with the guy. The dude loves what he does. He gets so excited about this kind of stuff. And it's one of those things of like, it's one of those things of like, you could see the passion that Mark has behind what he does. And I know you're watching me, buddy, but I'm gushing over you over here. And the fact that I have beer in me and I haven't eaten lunch yet is not helping. Oh, that was terrible. Because what I have in here is, what is this one again? It's Vulcan from Rescued, and it's strawberry kiwi. It does not go well with fucking a stout beer. Oh, that was kind of gross. Like, you'd think that strawberry would work, but it does not. It does not. Oh, man. What the hell's going on my phone? Sorry, I'm getting all distracted. I am an ADD case over here. All the time, every time. Like, if you actually watch me during the Ohmies, I'm actually doing like 1.5 million things while everybody's talking. And then they go, "Hey, clown, how about you?" Huh? Every time. They catch me off guard. All right. So, yeah. Mark, go check him out. Seriously, go. Warlock's Hammer, Warlock's Guardian, the Dagger, the Ember, amazing mods. I still need to get a dagger at some point, but for now we're at where we're at. But I need to get a dagger so I can do a review for that fella too. I know, like, James has done that one already. So if you want to go check out what the dagger's like, go over to Frames Janklin's channel and sub if you haven't yet, and go check out his review. All right, so speaking of DNA boards, there's also the competitor. I actually got to try the G class. I will say, as far as user interface and like updating and changing screens and all that kind of shit, the DNA wins. I'm sorry. Like, Yeehee has it down. I like how their board works and all that kind of thing, but it's so much more complicated for no fucking reason, just because it needs to be complicated. And the DNA board is a lot more standard, a lot more straight to the fucking point, and you can really mess with it. But that being said, I did like the G class. I like the feel of it. I like how it holds in your hand. Really good stuff. It does an amazing job. It does what it's supposed to in the end. I mean, it's one of those things of, if you find a product you like and it does its job right, then why the fuck even struggle so much, you know? You don't really have to spend an arm and a leg. That at that point becomes kind of like a personal preference and a choice. But, you know, especially like with like the G class, that stuff is very, very like ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Mark. They make good stuff, but their boards are just, their software sucks. Like even trying to update it, because you're supposed to do it through an app on your phone, but the app crashes constantly. And it's like, why the fuck create an app for it if it's gonna crash constantly? Even trying to upload a fucking picture onto my G class, I couldn't change the damn picture because the app kept crashing on me. It's like, what the fuck is the problem with that shit, you know? And like, I'll be honest, I'm more of a mech guy. The least amount of shit I have to deal with, the happier I am. Like, if you were to look through the array of shit I have, most of it tends to be mechs. I've been messing with these guys right here. These are the little 18350s. This is the Stratum 350. And I've been really liking all these for like mouth to lung, because I get to do like all MTL setups, but it's on a mech. It's not a freaking pod. It's not this fucking weird ass tank that sits on top of something. There's no need for Bluetooth on a board, just more to go wrong. Exactly. And that's the thing. There's just no need for it. There is no need for it. Let's see. Like I was saying, I've been like really, this past year was a very bounce around year for me. Because 2018 was like the year of mechs for me, where I started discovering more and more mechs, getting into mechs, buying more mechs, getting into all that kind of thing. 2017 was actually the year I think I bought my first mech, which was the Rig V3. And I just remember falling in love with it. And, you know, as time has progressed, like unicorn mods, I've tried the MDX original. I have not tried the MDX 3-in-1, but I do have the MDX Just Right edition, which is virtually the same thing. And they were really, really nice mods. I like how they worked. Really good. You know, the Vert came out late in the year. I finally got my hands on one. Really, really good. So it's one of those things of like, mechs are my main thing. Like with the Keen being a constant contact, I like that concept. I like what Stan did with it. Personally, I just think it was a little too chunky. That was part of where like, I liked the mod and it was fine, but it was a little too bulky for my liking as far as like two mechs go, especially with like the Dreamer being so much more thinner. It's one of those things that like, why go like kind of like, normally you see like a first product come out and it's like really chunky, and then they sleek it out, kind of like the PlayStation. They put out that big ass stupid box first because they're not sure what they're doing, and then they just kind of slim it down. And this kind of went the opposite direction, where it started out like with something very sleek and slim like the Dreamer, and then with the Keen this past year, it was like this big chunky fucker. And I understand part of it was because he wanted to be able to like fit a 30 millimeter on top of it, and it looks pretty clean. But you know, it's like one of those things of how many 30 millimeter atomizers are there really out there? Like 7, 8 maybe. You know, if you go with Vapor's Clouds, they have a couple of 30 millimeter atomizers, but most companies put out 24, 25, and that's kind of about it. So trying to find something that fits it appropriately, that looks good on there, is not the easiest of tasks. You know, it's one of those weird things of like, what, you know, you gotta like really think more of a broader market than just trying to go for niche if you're trying to do something mass produced. Now, if you're kind of doing something where it's very small, you don't give a fuck if you sell 1 million of them, then, you know, go for something niche. Do something that is very specific for a style or a look or what have you, you know? I wonder if this thing's even got liquid in it. Nope, it does not. And I don't know, do I have anything I can vape on it? I do not. I do not have anything I can vape on it. All right, so really, well, I mean, and that's the thing, Bubby. I mean, if you like 28s and 30s, dude, more power to you, bro. I mean, if you like that, that's fine. I'm personally, I just don't. I like, at least for building, it's fun because you get a bigger deck. You get to do a little bit more with the coils. You know, you get to get a little bit more creative, but in overall practicality, you always end up having to shut down the airflow anyways. It's too much air, too much space. There's just too much going on. I do think with the Asgard, as I mentioned earlier, with the Asgard, I like that they had that chamber reducer built in, so you didn't have to like mess around with something that you got to cram in there. But that's what really helped the atomizer build more flavor, because if you got too much air going in the atomizer, then you're not going to get the flavor that you want. You know, it's one of those things of like, you gain size but you lose flavor if it's not done right. And it's one of those things, like, I haven't tried that many 28 millimeter atomizers. I think like the Ardent, the Asgard, the Overpowered, and what else? Yeah, I mean, those are a couple of the atomizers I've tried, but they're not really something I like really gravitate to personally. I mean, that's like, again, like I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, a lot of this is very subjective. So like whatever I say, these are my personal beliefs, my personal thoughts, my personal way of looking at shit. If you like it, then you like it. That's all that matters. You know, it's one of those things. As long as you're off the stinkies, that's all that matters in the end. Do what you like. I mean, there are people that still vape. I have a coworker that she still vapes C4 tanks. For some fucking reason, she still has the same exact mod she had 5 years ago when I started at that job. And she still vapes on that damn tank every fucking day. And I even asked her, how the hell have you made this thing survive? Is it still the same one? She's like, yeah. I'm like, how? Like, how? It just makes no sense, because I destroyed so many ego batteries and I destroyed so much stuff that I don't get how the fuck she's like making this thing survive for this long. But you know, whatever. It's one of those things. It's like, if that keeps her off of the cigarettes, if that keeps her happy, then fuck it, more power to you, you know? And I mean, let me see, my flavor is always good in the size. For me, I use 6 millimeter in single coil, like QP28. That's one company I have not gravitated to. I like some of their stuff, like the way it looks aesthetically, and I just have not gotten around to getting any QP design stuff. And I would like to try out their stuff, honestly. At some point, I might have to cave and buy something. Like the Gata is something that looks very, very interesting. I know James has one, and he gushes over it quite a bit. And I would like to give that a shot. And I know they've had like a couple of big tanks and things like that. It's like, what is that company? What are they called again? There's another company. They're the ones that came out the glass RDA. They do a lot of like that bigger, massive shit stuff too. And I really want to try some of their things out. I will say, as far as massive products that I've seen and I've got to try personally, the Colorado was the most ridiculous thing ever. Building it was a pain in the ass. If you actually go through my videos, I did get to do a Colorado review. I was fortunate enough to have a friend to lend me one, and I got to try it, and that was the most ridiculous atomizer ever. Steam Crave, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Bubby. Yeah, Steam Crave. They do a lot of that massive stuff, and there's some things I want to try out just out of curiosity, because it looks interesting and it looks like they actually are trying something that nobody's doing. And that's one of those things. Again, if you're gonna do something that, you know, they haven't done before. You know, don't, like I was talking about yesterday on the Wolf Bite. We really have hit like this endpoint of innovation when it comes to coils, when it comes to sub-ohm tanks, when it comes to rebuildable tanks, when it comes to RDAs. Everything, once you pop it open, it's pretty much about the same thing. It's something recycled from another era, and we have not progressed forward. And it's one of those things of like, I want to see more designers try things that they haven't tried. I mean, we've seen, there's been a couple of things, like the Profile was one of them. Whatever that thing that was it, the dual mesh thing that came out earlier this year, the dual mesh RDA. Personally, I wouldn't try it, just because mesh was really not my thing. I didn't like it, didn't care for it. And I am, being a coil builder, I just one of those things that, to me, I'd rather sit there with a coil and enjoy myself than with mesh. Just like, mesh isn't really something I personally gravitate to, nor is it like it just comes with a lot more fidgetiness, and I'm a very simple person. If I could just get it installed and I'm done, and I'm not having to worry about dry hits or Is my juice like level too low and this and that? It's just one of those things of like, you know. I do have a mesh RTA somewhere in my stuff. I don't even know where that tank ended up, honestly. I really don't know where it is. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to look it up and try and find it. As far as regulated mods, I already talked about all the DNA stuff. I will say the top side has won me over, and I kind of wish I would have like gone into that realm a lot quicker, a lot sooner, but it's one of those things. I'm always late to the party. There's like, I'm a stubborn mule at times, and I will stick to something, and if I like it, I like it, and that's it. I'm not gonna like really try to go out of my comfort zone a whole lot. And with the whole review channel thing, it kind of has pushed me into trying to do things that are not in my comfort zone. I've done some sub-ohm tanks, which I've hated sub-ohm tanks since sub-ohm tanks have existed. Like, I got to do like the CE4 tanks, and they were okay for the era that they come from. Then I remember when sub-ohm tanks first started becoming a thing, I got to try them. Personally, didn't care for them. The coils were horrible. They don't put out like really good flavor, and then I start getting into rebuildables, and rebuildables just won me over, and that's where I was able to like quit smoking altogether. And it's just one of those things that, like, to me, rebuildables is just like, there's a lot more to it than just popping a pre-made coil or a coil head, and it adds to the ritual, I guess. And I think that's where it wins me over even more, is that simple fact that there's a ritual. And I mean, even with like smoking, as much as you don't want to think about it, there is a full ritual. You know, you get that fresh pack, you like pack it down. If you were one of those people like myself, you pack it down, you rip open the fucking packaging, you take off the foil, and you start, you know, your thing. There's a ritual in everything we do that we do as a habit or as a constant. So to me, like, rebuildables, like, more my thing. But I got to try the Snow Wolf M-Fang. Personally, I think that tank was just ridiculously big for no reason, and the coils were really not that great. I did get to try the Falcon tank. I think it was this year or last year. I don't remember which year it was, but I did get to try it at some point, and that was one that it impressed me. It actually got me. I was like, okay, this isn't bad. I bought it because it was on a clearance sale, but I just, or like, yeah, it was like on the cheap or something. I don't remember. I just remember I ended up getting it, and I was like, okay, this isn't really like something I would be like, oh my god, I need to get it. But at the same time, it wasn't bad for a sub-ohm tank, just because my ideologies of sub-ohm tanks are just terrible at this point. Like, I've never ever owned a smock tank. I came close to buying one once the TFV8 came out, but I've never really owned a smock product ever. I know like a lot of the reviews started coming out really bad on those around the time I was deciding whether I wanted to get one or not. And once that came out and I gotten into rebuildables, I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother with that guy. Why bother with that when I already found what I want, you know? This is before the channel was even like a thing. It's one of those weird things. Let's see. Squonking. I will say this is one of those late to the party things, but I like the Bennett Tool custom mods. Pricing wise, yeah, I have my own beliefs on that, but they are really good mods and they do their job very well. It's one of those things that, like, I'm trying to really expand my horizons and see what else is out there beyond a mech tube, beyond an RDA, and it's been a very interesting journey. I'm trying to think of like what else this past year did I get into that I really didn't really try out before. As far as creativity goes, I would have to give it to this guy right here. This is the Lazy Vapors Mech single battery mod. This thing is amazing. It hits really hard. Seth did an amazing job. And honestly, I really want to get one of his squonkers just because of this guy. Like this, I ended up meeting Seth in NVE. We hung out, we talked mods, we talked design. And I was like, hey, like, is there any chance that you can do a single battery tube style mod? And he was all like, dude, I got that already. I'm working on the design. Somebody already commissioned it. So from this point on, anybody that wants it, I will get a price point set up, and we will get them done. So, I paid for the damn thing. And, Seth came out with the 18650 version, and then he decided to do a 21700 version. And halfway through making the 18650 version, he was like, he posted about doing the 21 version. I was like, oh, you bastard. And he was kind enough to actually work with me and switch out the 18650 for the 21700. And this is actually like the first full production version of it. Like he made sure that I got the first one, just because I had been waiting for roughly 5 to 6 months before I ended up getting it, because I met him at NVE, which was in March. I didn't end up getting this thing till like close to August, maybe early September. I don't even remember. But as far as like, trying something different, trying something more creative, Seth really, really is out there. The dude doesn't care. He does all sorts of things that really, he pushes a little bit more on that personal envelope.
I'm raining on your party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so cameo by the wife.
Well, I needed knitting supplies, but I brushed my hair just in case I was on camera.
You're always on camera.
Candid camera?
Candid camera, yes.
How candid is it?
Very.
That's scary.
Very. So what's up?
I don't know. What's up with you?
I don't know. Like Mark says, oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Mark. We were talking about you yesterday. And how awfully raunchy you and I get whenever we're around each other in the Zoom room. Aw, hi. Oh boy, yeah. We were talking about toolboxes at one point. I'm pretty sure you understand what I mean. So,
yeah. Yes, the toolboxes.
The toolboxes. Did I throw you off?
A little, but we're good.
You're welcome.
Awesome. The beer's kind of hitting.
What is it?
This one?
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you had that one before?
Yeah, remember about that 4-pack?
So.
Yeah, but I saved one for the vlog.
Yeah, that one's good.
Swaggins says hi.
Swags!
Bobby says hi.
Oh, hi. I have built... I know, honestly, like at some point I do want one, but I don't know. He's good.
We need to talk.
We said that like 2 years ago at this point?
When we first met Mark?
When we first met Mark. Oh, there's Mr. Tuna, the person that I made blush.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Especially when Frank brought us onto the Lethal show.
Yeah, randomly, and then,
Yeah.
chaos ensues.
And then he tried bringing everybody from the Stooge crew.
Yeah, that boy's a mess.
That would have been ridiculous if everybody would have taken the offer.
Taken?
Yes, taken.
I'm an English teacher,
Mm-hmm.
There never was. I learned from my grandma. I was going to say, we got you a giant-ass drink for you to drink beer instead.
Yeah, I know, right? That's for the after party here.
That's the after party.
Mm-hmm.
So what's everybody doing today? Because I have no life, so let me live vicariously through you. What's going on?
What's up? This is the clownette portion of the show.
I should have just been in here the whole time, but I got really wrapped up in that shirt and watching stupid television.
Yeah.
Because that's fun. But what were you talking about?
I was trying to do a best of, and I was getting all clusterfucked.
So what do you mean?
More or less, I was just jumping back and forth a lot on what I was talking about. Because I have no plan.
Oh, so you mean that, oh, fuck it, Riverdale? Really?
No,
I'm
Riverdale.
staying away from that show. I can't do it right now. It needs to... ADHD. Yes, this is the poster child. I'm the poster child for anxiety, so we're good. That's why we work, is because I'm riled up too much, and he's going ping, 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 ping. So.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, you've had a good year.
Oh, yeah.
We've had a lot of changes, which I'm kind of tired of.
Oh, I know.
I'm so tired of changes. Ooh, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, can I start singing Rebecca Black? It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, Friday. I sing better than her, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Story of her life. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like most boys just need to be just automatically diagnosed with like ADD or ADHD, because it's not necessarily something up here. It's just a hyperactive like sense. I don't know, and it's pretty much any guy I've ever met. It's that
hunter.
Yes.
Mentality.
Yeah. And we're
gotta discover new ways to kill things.
Well,
Mark knows what I'm talking about.
That's why you try to make things go boom. Because, that's fun.
That's what I'm saying. Mark knows what I'm talking about. He likes things that go boom. So do I.
Things that go boom. I like setting things on fire as long as I don't have to deal with the aftermath.
Yeah, clean up on that sucks.
I don't like to clean up. I like to make mess it. Oh,
kill it and grill it. Exactly.
Oh, my God. So what's for dinner, Mark? Because...
like Bubby. ADDDDD.
Had some extra D's to that disorder. Wait. If you're a woman with double D's and you have ADHD, do you have that? ADHD?
Yeah, probably.
Or triple D's?
Triple D's.
See, I'm talking about boobs. That's what Mark's fault.
Yep.
Anytime I see his name, I think of
Mark
boobs.
says he has moose.
Moose?
Flying moose?
Huh?
Well, you asked him what was for dinner, so he said moose.
Oh, no.
I've never had...
not eating squirrels.
I've never had moose.
Boobs. Yeah, boobs are fantastic.
I've had deer.
I've had deer as well, but I don't know. Like, I'm not good with the gaminess. I finally got to where I love sushi. That's pretty much
like it.
Not sashimi, because that's gross. And I'll watch the mukbangs that have like them eating like raw or live things, because there's people out there that are that crazy. But no, I don't really want to eat it. That sounds just no. We're good. We're good.
We're good.
I'll watch you eat it. That's fine. So
I'll say crocodile. Have you never had crocodile?
Crocodile is good.
It's so good.
It is good. There's actually a place down in Irving that does it.
Like that whole idea of it tastes like chicken is for sure on crocodile.
Bubby, I believe that wild duck vodka counts in this conversation, so you're doing great. So, butcher it and cook it right.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing though.
Duck or quail or whatever. What is the rabbit or the duck?
Rabbit or duck.
Rabbit or duck. But now I would rather have an Angora rabbit than eat it.
Mm.
How cute would an Angora rabbit be?
They poop everywhere and
You
smell.
poop everywhere and smell.
I just smell. I don't poop everywhere.
Well, you poop in a certain place and it smells.
I ever tell you about when Edwin had a rabbit?
Edwin had a rabbit?
Yeah.
I'll eat anything.
Oh, I know you will.
You like them kitties, right?
Yeah, I was about to say the elusive kitty.
I'm having a bad hair.
He's like, I can never confirm nor deny it.
Yes. I'll never confirm or deny that. Okay, so the Edwin rabbit story. What?
Yeah, we ended up, when we moved to Texas, we caught a rabbit in the backyard. And
a jackrabbit? You had a jackrabbit?
No, it was like a regular bunny rabbit.
Oh, then somebody let it loose.
And my brother kept it as a pet until he decided that, well, the animal itself decided he didn't want to be a pet, and pretty much it killed itself.
Okay.
Yeah, that story ends really bad, but it was cool having a rabbit for 3 days.
Oh, Mark's a cunning linguist, I hear.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Guard rabbit called Thor. That is the most metal thing ever.
Yep.
I have a guard rabbit called Thor. I'd love to have a guard rabbit called Butch or some, and it's like this little fluffy thing just full of fluff. There's there's one cat that I watch on Instagram named Thurston Waffles, and he is seriously this big, fluffy, long-haired cat, and he just looks at you and goes, meow, and has this little itsy bitsy meow, and it's just like I don't compute. It does not compute.
Right. I will say, Bubby likes the metal, so the dude knows how it is to be a full-on metalhead. I still want him on Wolfbite. Dude, you gotta hit us up so we can get some info from you, and we can bring you on Wolfbite.
Mark, you're not my friend right now. We're not eating rabbits. We're not eating rabbits. We're not eating dogs or cats. They're cute and fluffy, and no. I'll call Amy on you and complain.
All I'm thinking about was the time we found a snake when I was working with my dad. Mm-hmm. And my dad's employee went at it with a machete. And he's like, this is dinner later. He was so excited.
No. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm way too white for that shit. I am way too much of a white girl.
No, you're just not redneck enough.
No, I'm a middle class fraud. All of these things are because mommy and daddy are very nice with their money. I made good money. So.
Yeah.
I spoiled you rotten. Okay, so I've thought about, like, what if I got a snake? But could I get a bunny? The kids would love a bunny.
You gonna take care of it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk.
I want a puppy.
Well, yeah, I'm better with the idea of a puppy, but...
We need a dog.
We need funds. Okay, so Patreon.
Okay, how about this? If any patrons that this person has, how about I start a little extra of I will knit you a hat. For every patron Clowny Poo over here has, I'll knit you a hat and send it to you. It'll be from Clownette to you, and it'll keep me busy.
Look at that. You get a hat if you Patreon me. That's even better than what I've been doing.
What?
Oh, yeah. I stole some people's stuff.
Well, it's because you're you, and I'm not. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, Bubby? If this right here and this right here doesn't crack lenses, you're fine.
Pretty much.
We are really ugly in person. That is why we're together, because we are really ugly. I'm waiting for a giggle.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. She thinks she's ugly.
You think you're ugly?
Yeah, because I is.
Would I be with you if you're really ugly?
I don't know.
You're pretty in some places.
See, Mark agrees.
Well, it's because Mark is... Whatever. It's because Mark and Amy are us when we get older. And plus I have boobs, so... Boobs make me, like, you know, his pee-pee. Yes, his pee-pee's pretty. Now it's out for the world.
And this is why my channel's 18 plus.
Honestly, I've been thinking
it's not even
about,
the vaping,
like,
it's just conversations like this.
I really want to make, like, my own channel and just be like, okay, this is random shit with me, and let's just talk.
Random thoughts.
Well, you know, if you're Tangent King, I'm Tangent Queen, and I can keep myself busy, because how many different things am I into, and...
Oh, yeah.
You know, how did we get to... His pee-pee is currently on your...
Yeah, I know.
It's staring me in the face from Tuna. I'm really offended.
Very offended.
Very offended.
I'm triggered.
If I do something, I'm gonna. if I end up making my own channel or something, it is gonna have to have that trigger warning at the beginning, because it's gonna be very okay. Look, you have feelings. I have some too. I don't care.
There you go. Have Mark as your co-host.
Dude. No, for real. I don't think we'd ever get off, though. Oh, that was funny. Get off the computer. We'd just be going live all the time and being like, so, bitch, what's up with you? You know, not like I'm ghetto or anything.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, PP? I guess that we would be so bad. Seriously, Mark, like, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would do him in a heartbeat. Wait, I had a heartbeat. See, this is what I do. I make him blush.
Nah, that made me laugh. That wasn't a blush.
Oh, I want blushing. I'm trying to be nice, actually. But for real, it's like, I don't know. Especially since I don't really do much or as much at the moment. I've thought about that earlier. I mean, it's not like you don't already have a setup.
Right.
You could just log in.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
But I could just do it online.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be random things with me. Because I don't know if I'd keep the clownette part.
Yeah, I was going to say, would it be Buttercup, Clownette?
No. It would be Clownette. Because she's actually... Okay, I have alter egos. They're called... There's me, that's Christine. Then there's Buttercup, which is my business professionally thing. And then there's Clownette. And she's kind of a raunchy, no filters, I don't give a crap. Yes, his beard is turning red. He has red, black, and blonde in his beard. He's like German mutt some shit.
I'm a full European Hispanic mutt.
It's gorgeous.
Like, my son is actual natural redhead. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I can't really see the purple anymore. I think it faded.
It's looking more red. Yeah, it went to red.
Shut up. I'll just have to do... Oh no,
you guys have made people log off.
Tuna,
shock nothing.
Yeah, Tuna and I were talking last night, and I was sharing some womanly wisdom with the boys because for
That's
some
hilarious.
reason boys just don't understand Rancho Rama. That's awesome.
There you go. That's the name of your show.
That's the name of my show, is Rancho Rama. No, because I don't know what I would talk about. It would have to be like, I'd need everybody to sub and talk to me, because otherwise I'm going to sit there and stare. But, no, like, last night, glazed donut. You're a glazed donut. But I made Tuna admitted to us last night, Mark, that the last time you and I were in the group together, that we made him blush pretty hard. So that seems to be our job.
Pretty much.
Also interrupting lives and making you go 2 minutes over.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, pretty much. We ain't got much going on.
I needed knitting things and
yeah,
I got distracted.
Pretty much.
Clownetter Cup? Oh my god. No.
Oh, man.
Definitely not that name. I'd probably do it as Clownette, though. Because she's... Or Sarcastic Girl, but I like Clownette better.
That kind of...
That's more of a personal one.
Well, even then, I think it would kind of pigeonhole you a little bit.
Yeah. It's better if I've been drinking. When are you not drinking?
Oh, you've never seen... Oh, yeah, you've seen Mark, like, in the middle of the night trash. That's always fun.
I know. I've seen him while drinking and then him getting totally wasted.
Yeah.
It's really funny, and he starts becoming a
Oh, we
donut.
still need some moonshine.
No, we don't, because Christine can't
Oh, yeah, you
drink
can't
it.
drink. Yeah.
Not allowed.
Sad day.
Butterette.
That sounds wrong.
I'm gonna butterette your Rancho Rama. Ew.
Yeah.
It's Rancho Rama with butterette. I feel like I'm gonna like butter somebody's butthole.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Ugh. Good try, buddy. Good try. You can like sign off if you want. I'm gonna sit here and keep JoJo the idiot circus boy.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh my god. You're ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, I need to retract Butterette. No! Butterette's hilarious. No retractions.
No retraction.
Well, Well, I mean, some penises retract.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
I know. Is everybody a grower or a shower? Double leg plant if you're a shower. We should go.
Yeah. All right, so that was partially best of, and then just randomness.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
As the keys to the JoJo cage. Okay, Mark needs to be cut off. Mark's an issue.
Nah, Mark's amazing.
Moderators, get him. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Don't ever go.
I think we only have Tuna as a moderator on right now.
We had Swag. Senior Swaggins.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuna's the only one? Tuna don't care.
Yeah, Swaggins is still a moderator. Cool. I did not realize
That's
that.
Awesome.
Bubby said mine's falling off.
Yeah. Mine did too, but that was a long time ago.
What's funny is that technically we're all female up until the chromosomes kick in, and then...
I know, that's why men have nipples.
Mm-hmm, pretty much.
You do remember that I'm the one who told you that.
No, I learned that in science.
No, I reminded you about that 4 years ago.
You reminded me, but I already
reminded
knew.
you.
I already knew.
And we're only a year and a half apart. Nuh-uh.
Sure. Okay, so she turns...
Oh, God.
She turns 32 this year. And then in July, I turned 34.
Which is exactly 1.5 years apart. He likes to round up to 2. No, for 6 months, you're technically 2 years older than me. But then another 6 months, you're only 1, which means 1.5. What's...
And with that, yeah, thank you for joining us. Vaping with the Ohmies on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time over on the Vaping with the Ohmies channel. And as always, Wolfbite is either on my channel if I'm available. That's kind of where it falls.
Amish.
Yeah, and Amish, Mr. Shadowlink Vapors, amazing guy.
I have boob sweat.
Go follow him over on Instagram.
I love you, Mark.
And yeah, Wolfbite on my channel. If not, go check out Chris Evenstorms. We've done a couple episodes on his channel. And he does his own thing over there, like gaming and other like topics and stuff. Like I know he was doing like sports talk for a bit there. Yeah, I do hand movements. A lot of hand movements. I'm very, very ethnic.
My nails are prettier than his.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about Jay Hayes.
Well, God damn it.
Respect your elders.
Yeah, I have a conversation about that. All right, so yeah, then the vlog, and hopefully I get some more content out for you guys and all that kind of thing. Go check me out on Instagram. I do still have coils and juice and all that up for sale. If you guys want to, like, if you're interested in trying it out, hit me up on either Instagram or clownvapes@gmail.com. Just because I know Instagram's weird about making sales through their fucking platform and all that kind of shit. So, whatever. Whichever is easiest for you. And what else am I missing? Oh, yeah, the Patreon. As I was saying yesterday, I want to keep this channel as independent as possible. And that means also I don't want moderation from YouTube. They can keep their damn moderation, honestly. As much as it'd be cool to be...
You mean monetization?
Monetization, yeah, not moderation. Well, that too. Screw their moderation. But their monetization, as much as that would be cool, I just don't care for it because it comes with all these rules that I really just don't care to deal with at all. Like, I like creating the content that I want to do, that I want to put out there. And it's one of those things of I don't care. So if you want to help support the channel, go over to Patreon. I think it is patreon.com/kvtv_online. There is a link down below somewhere in the description if you want to check that out. And yeah, I think that's it. You got anything else to say?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Respect your elders. Alrighty, so thank you. And as always, vape on, mix on.
And don't be a dick. Or be a dick. Whichever one makes you happy.
Pretty much. And I